Okay, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. This has plagued me all night, and what I'm about to say it is, a lot of you are going to just write me off. You guys have fucking lost the plot, and that's a risk I'm going to take. And I'm just going to speak and try to explain the best of my ability what is actually happening, why it's happening, how it's happening, and I'll lose a lot of you when it starts to unfold. I start to tell you, okay, to date, I've been pretty accurate with my predictions and the way things are going to go, this and that, because since I was a kid, I've had a mind that's always doesn't accept anything I'm told. I've explored things myself because things just don't make sense, and when things don't make sense, they usually aren't true. They're lies. They have agendas. They're born out of a need to deceive and change the way people see things. And this is what has been going on for every single one of us, our whole lives. Our reality, what we accept as a reality, is as far from reality as we possibly know. It's a well constructed, very well constructed and engineered illusion. How is it an illusion? Because our reality, okay, is not projected from our consciousness to what should be our reality. It has been given to us. Now, let me explain. The best way to hide something is that when you hide something, you've got to understand people are going to go looking for you've hidden. Okay, buried treasure, for example. Well, people are going to go start digging up grounds, looking in caves, this and that, somewhere where there's buried treasure. Now, the best way to hide something is to put it in plain sight. In plain sight, where people have already seen it, so look, they are looking for somewhere they've already seen, but they don't associate it with treasure. For example, okay, like, let's say it's silver or something, you'll scatter it into silver objects around and make it blend and this and that, and then you're walking past it every day and oh, fuck, I didn't see that. Or it's like those hidden pictures in 3D thing about the steering and with your eyes go all fuzzy and all of a sudden the picture appears. Well, they're there. That's hidden in plain sight. It's already part of that pixelation that you can't see with your eyes. Well, it's been going on around us, except I have been seeing the pictures without having to stare into it because I don't know. I've just got the ability to look beyond what is given. Now, there's a saying. It's up there. It's like the Illuminati, or Kabul, or Deep State, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. Okay, have been hiding things in plain sight. Remember, like those who followed Tupac Shakur, and he's come out with that little saying, "Realize, realize, realize." Well, he was telling us something. He was telling us something. And they come out of his, and he also gave Machiavelli, okay? Machiavelli to fake one's death. Well, he was telling us something too. Other people has told us a lot of things along the way. And those with a brain that is not, or a mind that is not was not constricted by our given parameters and can look outside that. Okay, look outside the square. Okay, look outside the box or whatever. We see it, and the way that's been dealt with in modern times is, okay, they put all these truths out there. Okay, they're there in plain sight. They are in movies. There's movies out there which are telling us exactly the truth. Okay, there's other things, but as soon as someone starts to figure out something, he's a nut. He's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, that's a movie. He's making a movie into real life. He's lost the plot. Okay, some of the most fucking intelligent people in this world have ended up in mental asylums. Then they start to question their own mind. They're thinking, am I really nuts? Because, yeah, that was a movie, this and that, and they haven't connected the dots properly. That's what it's all about, connecting the dots in a correct manner. Now, it's proven this world, in the quantum world, our world's pixelated. It's all dots. Okay, and if you know how to read those dots and put them together, you have a realization of what reality actually is. Reality is projected from our own mind. Our own mind projects our reality, and as we see it, in a certain sense. But when you when you're a part of someone else's reality and someone else's projection, okay, it's really confusing. Now I'll go back and rewind and actually say what the fuck I'm talking about. On everyday terms in this reality that we've all have given, what is about to happen is absolutely fucking terrifying. They're about to switch on the 5G networks, okay? The 5G networks are going to kill us. They're going to fucking wipe us from this earth, okay? It's not through, okay, they've got different spectrums. In a spectrum, there's different, it's a range of waves. It starts from a frequency, the lower end of 5G we can live with, the middle end is a little bit harmful. The top end, the 60 gigahertz, will actually do damage to us. It will steal oxygen from our air. That's a coronavirus. Okay, for this to happen, they had to build up the world slowly. So they've created this certain flu, which people's believable. Yes, the flu's do you around, blah blah blah. They've put it out there and got it into our heads. We need to be isolated. We need lockdown. It's going to get worse. They've already told us we're going to be locked down for a lot longer. But that is not going to. That's just to get us used to the idea people are going to die from what they call corona or the crown flu. This is it. This is their crown. This is their Trump. This is their biggest fucking weapon, okay? Getting everyone to believe and fear and panic. Man, people are going to start dropping. But guess what? That is not even the ultimate way we're going to die. What's that 60 gigahertz? Now, if you stop and think and really think about what's happening and what's happened over the years and what we've been told, the truth is there. Those high wave frequencies aren't going to be the ultimate killer. Yeah, they're going to kill some of us, but they're the tool for our destruction as a human race. Now, who is safe from 60 gigahertz wave frequencies? Well, humans. Our future humans will be able to tolerate this now. But what is safe? The computers are safe. Robotics are safe, okay? They are not a cellular, biological, living organism. They come. You cannot kill metal. Metal is safe. It can be melted at extreme temperatures and its form can be changed. But in our environment, in our temperate environment, metal and that is safe. The 60 gigahertz waves are not going to be able to hurt it in here because it's not dependent to breathe. Okay, it's not dependent to breed. Okay, so metal and robots and computers and systems like that are going to be safe. They're going to be upgraded so they can handle the high amounts of data that's going to go through them. Okay, they need bigger processors because they're going to be under load because there's more information and more condensation of data. It's going to come through straight, and they need to be able to handle that capacity. So that's what they're doing now. Now, I might be a bit over the place, but I'm going to try and explain it the best I can. They wanted this done by 2020, and it's already predicted in some places there's going to be another flu or global epic pandemic in 2030. That people will survive this. Yeah, of course we're going to survive. Someone's going to survive. A lot's going to survive. This is simply more than a culling operation. Everyone's thinking, yeah, it's a new world order coming, and culling. Well, culling is just the natural byproduct of what they're actually doing because it's basically, this is a war against humanity. Okay, this is against people are becoming obsolete. We're not needed. Why? Because they're increasing robotics. They're increasing. They're replacing jobs of people with machines. So even on a basic level, at Woolworths, Safeway, Coles, automatic checkouts. Well, there's jobs, machines are doing it, and it's processing all the information through machines, the data, and networks. Okay, networks. That's all a 5G band is. It's a network that can have an increased amount of data transferred in a smaller amount of time. It makes communication instantaneous. Now, saying that, they're switching on this 5G network. It has to be switched on for what is planned and what happens ahead. Okay, it's what happens ahead is happening. It's happening right now. Now, this one they're saying when there's going to be another pandemic in 2030. Okay, it's written. Research this yourself. Research it yourself. They are planning in 2030. Well, Elon Musk is okay. There's names involved in this. Yes, the Rothchilds. It's bigger than what. Okay, I'll explain what this Illuminati or Kabul or Khazarian Mafia, which it was known as, has what they do. I was like, well, Elon Musk in 2030 has planned to upload the human mind to AI, taking our consciousness and our mind out and putting it on a data bank. So it means they're basically going down the path of immortality, because you take our consciousness, our thoughts, and our structure, our personality, our ego, everything about us, and upload it to a database, mind you, where robotics and computing can compute faster than any human mind. They can do algorithms, 1,000 algorithms in a second that a human mind can't do in a lifetime. Okay, look how computing started from a simple calculator to like, with in the old days in Greeks and that using beads and counting beads, and it's come from that to okay something that one human mind cannot comprehend. It's the capacity and the calculation, the thinking capacity. Okay, the thinking capacity outweighs the whole human race with one computer. But that's fine and good. It'll serve humanity that. But as soon as they upload our consciousness or our thinking, our awareness into a computer system, there's immortality. Bits can be replaced. Okay, your RAM goes or needs upgrade, bang, it can be replaced. Well, what have we seen today in factories and production lines? More and more robotics. Okay, less humans. You need less humans to actually make cars, manufacture cars. It's all robotics and it's all procedure bit by bit. Okay, well, having a conscious awareness up there, okay, can get these robots to be totally self-sufficient without human interaction, because they be able to think, it's smart, it's aware, and it's got the computing power, access to it, of nothing like we've seen before. And Elon Musk is planning this. This is an actual fact. It's okay, and it's happening right before our eyes. So okay, by now in 2020, we've given these computers and these robots and the artificial intelligence its lifeblood. The lifeblood is the 5G network. It can communicate with any other machine connected to that network all over the world. Here, the matrix, right? Matrix. And this is part of the matrix. Bang, bang, information, this and that. A machine with a thinking ability, a greed ability, okay, because this is all for self, for immortality, for total control and dominance, okay. It's a machine for human mind, okay. That's what AI is. And at the end of the day, you don't need humans at all. Their self, their mind is up there. Okay, they're going to make some sacrifices. They won't be able to touch and feel as such, because no, that's a human thing, because that's got nerves and sensors and this and that. These materials that they're using is not organic or cellular. It is incapable. It doesn't need nerves, but it's got life, awareness. I think, therefore I am. So this is what's happening. That's what they're striving for. Now, they need to turn on this 5G network for this to happen. Otherwise, it hasn't got the instantaneous effect and the network or the knowledge, the capacity to carry the amount of data they need to connect every bit of machinery, robotics, and computing in the world to actually carry out what they need to do. Now, I hope I haven't lost you with that. Up until now, okay, a smart mind who's open and aware will understand and say, yes, yes, that's possible. Yes, Elon Musk has said that. AI is on the crease. Virtual reality is on the crease. Okay, here's where they get away and get the closest thing to touching and feeling is through VI, and where you're looking and you think it's real and you're getting the sensations, and basic sensations are going back to your mind. It's your nerves that sending signals electronically, okay, waves up to your sensors and receptors in your mind, and you think it's real. Virtual reality, AI, robotics, consciousness, there is a human. You've got the sensation of feel through virtual reality and through your senses being manipulated by illusional, or it is an illusional reality. You're given a perceived reality, a projected reality. So there you are. There is how they handle touching, feeling, this and that. But at the end of the day, they're they're not cellular. They don't need to reproduce. They don't need to conception. They don't need to go through labour. They don't need to birth. Okay, they need to be manufactured. So saying that, once they're manufactured, That they've created reproduction. They've gone around death. Okay, they've 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 mastered death. They've got eternal life. Okay, and saying that, that's what they're doing. Now, here's where it gets a little bit weird and a little bit woo. That guy's lost it. Someone else was about to tell the world this before. Someone else knew this, but they were a little bit before it was going to happen, but they knew and had the vision and the foresight to tell the world what was about to happen, try and warn us back then. And that person was JFK Kennedy. He made a speech. He made an address to the gallery of what the fuck, the Congress of the United Nations. He made that speech to them. That was his last speech, and that speech he revealed it all. And those who can spark can see it. You can see the words. It was about that. Tell the world a big secret. Well, we all know what happened to Kennedy. And if I actually get this up and on out there, and well, I've done what he couldn't do. I've done what a lot of people haven't been able to do. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be effective anyway because people are going to write me off as a nut. If you haven't lost me so far, okay, keep listening because here's where it gets really weird. I've always said the Second World War was not over fucking land, politics, this and that. I've always said, and some of you out there who know me have heard me say this. I was right. I was pretty well basically fucking right. I've always said the Second World War was over people, certain people, theoretical physicists like Albert Einstein. Oh yeah, that's right. The West wanted him to, because he was going to split the atom and create um, nuclear fusion, atomic reaction in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. No, no, not at all. They didn't need that. They didn't need to blow those cities up, but they done that. It's all a smoke screen. Why didn't they need to blow those cities up? Because what they were after Einstein for, and people like him, and ironically, Einstein was a German Jew, and apparently Hitler was trying to kill all German Jews, and there's no way Einstein should have made it out of Germany, but he got out of there. He's gone to America, and what did he do until he went to America? And he said, well, Einstein also came up with the theory of special relativity. Now, what is special relativity? It's put in time space. He understood the time space. He understood that past, present, and future are all simultaneous. Okay, he understood that time bends and slows, is not linear. Basically, this is where it gets really, 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 really freaky. Okay, he understood you could time travel, time space, past, present, future. Okay, they're all the same. They all happen simultaneous. Well, if you haven't got a scientific mind or whatever, it's a bit hard to grasp that concept, but it is a scientific given. Also, what's the advantage of having that? Well, if you can control time space, you ultimately have the power to control humanity, the world. You can manipulate our given universe. Is that possible? Yes, it is. His theory says it is. Now, when you can manipulate the universe and time and space, everyone's heard about this Mandela effect, how little things are different from the past, how they remember this and that, but there's little hints along the way. But here's the kicker. If you, though, you can, in the future, and you're able to travel back in time, okay, well, you can create movies. And in movies, there lays truths, which I said at the start, hide in plain sight. This is how they get people. Conspiracy theories. No, that's just a movie. No, he's lost it. He's a fucking idiot. He thinks, well, there are movies out there that are actually accurate accounts and roadmaps to us of what's about to happen. The Matrix, yes, that tells there's a bit of in there. And I overlooked this myself. I never even thought of this movie until now. And what is a movie? Okay, I'll start off going back with authors. They come out with Dean Kuntz that predicted this predicted this, that predicted. Well, guess what? A lot of things are little clues because they've been planted into our past from the future. The ultimate movie is, okay, well, Isaac Asimov wrote a book called I, Robot. It said a lot of this. George Orwell, 1984, how it's a little bit of a clue, but the movie that's really telling us what to look towards is Here's where everyone's going to think I'm a bit loopy, is Terminator. What the fuck was Terminator? What did Terminator tell us? Well, there was robots coming from the future into the past to kill John Connor. JFK, John Connor, blah, blah, blah. Because John Connor was going to lead the revolution, okay, the resistance against the machines. Okay, there's other movies like that, like, you just look into it, and the machines come and they're fighting this and that, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's going, well, futuristic, this, that. Well, given what's happening now, the 5G, about to go on, connectivity, artificial intelligence, Elon Musk upload his mind, his consciousness, or whatever to this system, the matrix, okay? Well, time travel. It seems like a novel idea. H.G. Wells wrote a book called The Time Traveller back in I think it's about 1898 or 1890, and it's all fucking right. You've even got like families in there like the Trumps, the Barons. It tells it all too. How's this fucking even possible? Well, a human being, okay, if you go to the quantum world, it's all broken down, quantized, and it's you can break it down from atoms and down to atoms to particles, this and that. Well, if a human, and you have to break down the particles on a basis, well, for a human being, it would be very fucking hard because we're cellular beings, we live, we breathe, we've got organs and that. If you start rip all your organs apart and put them back together, well, it makes it very, very hard to believe and conceive it can happen. But if you've got a machine, something that is not organic, a living cellular thing, and it can be destructed quite easily, atomized, then reatomized and put back together, whether it's in time or not. Robots, metallic, non-organic material is the best way to be able to grasp the time travel as possible. They can send robots back from the future, okay, which is where the world's heading now, and they can manipulate things, they can change things, they can plant seeds. And what I firmly believe they're doing, okay, and there's all these stories of the Illuminati, the cabal, the deep state, or whatever, into pedophilia, stealing kids. There's stories now that 800,000 children have been pulled up from the tunnels under New York City, this and that. People think, why? Well, my beliefs and my instinct is telling me they're using these kids. Who knows where they come from? They just grab them from our modern world, or they have got a way to get kids back to the future, whatever, to rehost the mind back into organic living creature. And these are our terminators, our changers, our shifters, putting in positions of power around the world. Now, I was pondering if I should come out, and because this information here it's probably going to ruin my credibility, but that's how they work. It sits there, and if someone actually works it out, they'll come out with it, and they're a crackpot. It's all smoke screens. I can explain every event in modern and history up until here we are today. I can explain it all, but I'm not going to sit here and do that. It's mind-boggling. Now here is the kicker. If they're doing that, abusing that, blah blah blah, you can't just go in the past, do that bang, and miss out on it, because you need a timeline, a time story from one point to the other to make it all work. You can't just jump and the years in between just you can't go. You can't be in 2050, jump back to 1980, change things, and there's no direct linkage. It's got to be linked together. There's got to be a timeline backwards and forward, and the timeline's still there. So there's got to be a recollection of events leading up to an actual event from one point to another. There's got to be a human recollection of the points. But what they can do, they can go back and change, and that changes and alters actual events. So they can alter our history, our reality. They can what we can see with our eyes in our reality. And if it wasn't there in the past, if it was not there in the past, in a physical sense, but they've gone back and placed something there, okay, They can give a thing a history, which is our memories from one. They can create a histories. Okay, they can explain things that are unexplainable. There's their power. Now, going back to this Terminator story and John Connor, Terminator's coming back from the past. Can anyone actually remember that movie? Okay, can anyone remember who was sending these future fucking assassins back in time? Who was sending them back? A company called Skynet. Skynet, fictional company. Google it. Skynet, fictional company. But if you Google it and come up with an actual organisation called Skynet, there it is there. Okay, Skynet. Let me tell you about Skynet. Skynet. Surveillance program. Skynet is a program by the US National Security Agency that performs machine learning analysis on communications data to extract information about a possible terror suspects. Terror, they plan the seeds of terrorism. Anyway, the tool is used to identify targets such as Al-Qaeda couriers who move between GSM cellular networks, specifically mobile range use patterns such as swapping SIM cards within phones that have a name, ESN, MEID, IME, number are deemed indicative of covert activities. COVID-19. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's just word association there. Like many other security programs, the Skynet program also uses graphs and consists of a set of nodes and edges to visually represent social networks. The tool also uses classification techniques like random forest analysis. Because the data set includes a very large proportion of true negatives, okay, well, true negative in mathematics, and not many people understand it. It's to get a square root of number of negative number using I, and it makes a whole set of mathematics we don't need to understand. But anyway, true negatives, and a small training set. There's risk of overfitting. Bruce Steiner argues that a false positive rate of 0.008% will be for commercial applications where if Google makes a mistake, people see an ad for a car they don't want to buy. But if the government makes a mistake, they kill innocents. Hello. Controversy. The Skynet project was linked with with drone systems, thus creating the potential for false positives to lead to deaths. Scholars criticised. False positive deaths. Drones. Whoa. Hello, drones. They've got drones. What are drones? Machines. Robotics. They can fly. Put the human mind to a drone, you're flying. There you go. Hello. It's possible to fly. Tell me if I'm wrong. Elon Musk is doing 2030. Upload his brain, the AI. Okay. If he uploads it and through the 5G network sends that consciousness to a drone, well, fuck, you're flying. You get a sensation of flight. You are flying. See, I've always said nothing in this world is impossible. Nothing is achievable. If I said to a person, you can fly, and I have said that several times, and I said the way to do that is in your dream. That's your reality. That's your subjective reality when you're dreaming and you're flying. You'll get a sensation. Well, there you go. AI, uploading your consciousness awareness, upload to a drone, there you're flying. Okay, so instead of going out training in the plane and if you want to have a sensation of flying, boom, soon we have joyrides to sit there, boom, take your data out of your head, which is runs in ways, load it to a system that can fly, you're flying. Well, now, so they're sending people back, basically, who are a threat to their reality in the future, because these people, if in the past, if they actually, this is complex, but you'll understand. Past, present, and future simultaneous. Okay, so if JFK made that speech and made the whole world aware, the world was about self-preservation of humanity, well, they wouldn't have went down that path. So, take him out. Boom, the whole future that he could have created and sent the world down, he's gone. It's disappeared. So they've gone back, bang. How many times has it happened? And if people could understand The whole concept is, I'm not saying we can time travel. We can't. We have a theory, which is we can. Well, actually, it's not a theory. What a theory actually is something that sits there as pretty well a fact until it's disproven. It's not becomes a fact until there's inconclusive proof that it is a fact, but until it's actually proven, it's a theory. But we have the theory of special relativity. Okay, that still is unproven. In the future, they have proven it, and they have used it and have the abilities to be able to manipulate time. And through artificial intelligence, computing power, human mind, host of that, and robotics, they've mastered it. Now, are computers and artificial intelligence and all that capable of love? Well, I don't think so. Because love is what's going to save us. Love is a human touch. It's touching, feeling, this, that. Yeah, they can emulate, they can get the closest thing through virtual reality, but they do not need to have conception or an organic cellular way of recreating it. It doesn't matter. Okay, and that's the downfall. They don't need humans. They don't care. They don't have love. They don't need love. They don't want love. Love is a threat to their very existence. They have no love for humanity. They have love for self. They have ego. They have self-preservation. They want immortality, and they will achieve mortality. And the beginning of the end is once the world is totally switched on to 5G, and we've been sidetracked thinking humans are going to die from waves, which is true. But the biggest threat is the system. The system, once it's connected, totally connected, well, the robots, the data can be communicated in a way that's instantaneous. Bang! One machine can think we need this in Russia, and it's produced in Tasmania. Boom! Just like that through 5G networks and faster networks. After that, they won't. There are capable of higher frequencies, but that will totally kill humans. It'll totally kill humans. And at this stage, they still need humans to build their execution chamber. The humanity's execution chamber is actually built by human hands, but it's controlled by some very evil, self-serving, 1% elite cabal, communicati, Kazari mafia, whatever the fuck you want to call it, evil fucking minds for self-preservation, for eternal life. They have become, in our reality, godlike, controlling who lives, who dies, and who has immortality. Now, I pretty well said it all. There's a lot of things here where it can be left open for discussion. But if anyone's still with me and has got all this and can understand, or you're nearly there, just do some research. Do some research, okay, on the thing, like I said, on Skynet. Do research on breaking things down, like stripping things down, and on atoms, okay, and particles, and the way things are made, molecule patterns. Look into things like the Mandela effect. Watch Terminator and Plain Sight, Truths. Movies such as The Matrix, but there will be a Matrix. We've got a Matrix now. Matrix is a network, and a closed network. It's up to you people. Do you want the red pill or do you want the blue pill? Because now we're about to see a lot of mass destruction, a lot of human loss, human suffering. We've already gone into a total state of control. The New World Order is not about a currency. It's not about a one world currency. They're all lies. They will led down that path to think it's all about banking, this and that. These systems, these computers don't need currency. They don't need food. They don't need warmth. They don't need shelter from the elements. It's just the roof there. And through computer robotics, you control the perfect temperature control for them to run at optimized capacity. Like in your computer's got fans, they need all that. But that can be all created by robotics computers. It can be mined by them. It can be transported, driverless cars, driverless planes, drones. Okay, it's all pointing towards a common objective, a humanless society, not to fucking take it. We enjoy driving. We enjoy flying planes. What? Why do we need to take that? People need jobs. The economy needs motivate. But these things have so many uses. But in that world, well, no humans need to drive the cars so they can be transported. You're picking up things like loading cranes, this, that, all controlled by robotics. They do not need humans. Days are gone. We need a human there with a shovel to dig dirt out to get there. They can do everything pretty well without a human, except the only thing that was missing was awareness, consciousness, and the ability to communicate globally from machine to machine. Well, that's about to be switched on. Now, call me a nut, call me this, call me that, whatever the fuck you just want to call me because you've been so conditioned and no movie can't. Well, I understand from a scientific point of view, I understand from an awareness point of view. These eyes, see, realize, real lies. Okay, and unfortunately, if humanity doesn't realize where our technology, which has already been shown, mapped out, processed by 2030, Elon Musk, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 50 years ago, sit there and try and tell someone that you'll be able to get on a device like a laptop and communicate instantly and look at someone in the eyes from the other side of the world, they say you're a fucking nut. Well, I'm expecting that response. Call me a fucking nut, but this is happening right before our eyes. Okay, and on top of that, I've got videos of unexplained events. I took myself of the lunar eclipse back in 2018 before I went to jail. Of some people say I can upload it of the moon blinking, blink, 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 bang, and something shooting out in the middle. I've got pictures in the last week of a spaceship-like entity sitting above the horizon, blending perfectly with the clouds. Skynet. It's about to turn on. Skynet's about to turn on. It's about to. It's not about money, Scott. It's not a corporation. It's a US government by the CIA fucking branch. They're not about money. They're not about fear. They're about control. They're about surveillance. They're about, and by surveilling and knowing what's happening, you've got more information than anyone's and it can be changed. But now they've got the ultimate surveillance tool, time travel, and the ability to carry it out. And it's happening. Believe me or not, tell me I'm a nut, but I just put it out there. I had much I struggled internally whether I should or not, but they do things in plain sight, so I'm just going to do things in plain sight back. And if this gets up there, well, see if it makes a difference. I don't think it will because cuckoo. But guess what? I'm not. I can just see plain and simple. And there's other people who can, and I discussed with them as well whether I should put it there or not. And they thought, no, well, it's there. And if I fail, these people still know this knowledge and they can do what they do the other way. So I've kind of gone 50-50 and how things should be handled. And I've either self-sacrificed or I've got a message out there. But look into it all yourself. It's not fucking fairy tales or this and that imaginary shit. It's happening. Big corporations invested in it. Okay, Bill Gates in there. He's in 2015 saying about pandemics and this and that. Basically saying that coronavirus is going to happen. You got people from the past, like Dean Kuntz in his books, okay, saying all this. You got the fucking, it's all there. It is all there. It's not just a freaky coincidence that someone's predicted. It's all there. It's mapped out in our reality that we know has been given to us by these evil cunts who from the future have manipulated all our past. Open your eyes. Anyway, thanks for listening to me, and who knows what they're going to hold, because Australia last night, all the banking, every bank went down, every major bank, the Australian tax office went down, okay, Centrelink went down, anything that processes a lot of data for a lot of people went down. Why? I think they all upgraded their processors, okay, their hardware to be able to cope with the added load and concentrated huge amount of data on their systems. And to me, that says the more going down all simultaneously and coming back up, that it's happening. Australia's the last place of the major nations in the world where there's resources, a lot of resources in Australia. That's why we need it. There's a lot of resources. Some countries, it doesn't matter to them because they're not needed. Who needs fucking a beach island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean when you don't need any resources out because there's no human life? Who needs those countries in the future world? Look at it from a future point of view, where the resources are in the world, where the machining, the minery is, okay, the shipping, stuff they need. They can do unmanned to create their artificial intelligent, non-biological, conscious world. Think about it. It's happening. See you later.